Latalante. Hi, welcome to the Daily Neitz, a daily look at classic films, modern cinema, and the world of professional wrestling. And today I want to talk about a little French film from the 30s called L'Atalante. I can't speak French. That's as close as I'm gonna get. It's the title of the thing is how it's spelled. Google it. This film from the 30s, 1934, I believe. Like I said, French film, follows a young, freshly married couple, and I mean freshly married couple, as they live on a barge and coast up the river up France, through Paris and back. And it's very, very simple, and I think that's what's so charming about this movie. It's one of those movies that's always, it's one of those ones that's on all the critics' best movie ever lists that I've never heard of. Like, I heard of Citizen Kane, but I haven't heard of this. Maybe it's because it's unpronounceable by a native English speaker. But more people should hear about this one. This is a very, very tight, very special little movie. And maybe it's just because of where I'm at in my life watching it. Like I said, they're freshly married, and I mean, she is still in her wedding dress when she boards the barge, where they spend most of the film. She being Juliette and her husband Jean, and they share the boat with a cabin boy and a big man named Jules. But where I'm at in my life, I'm getting married in August. That's not far off. So, seeing their relationship, and they get on the boat, and they can't keep their hands off each other, and they're so in love, and then they fight, and the peddler comes in, and he's Miss to steal your girl, and she kind of falls for it, and she wants to see Paris, but Jean is having none of it, and they fight, and it hit me like really hard. It felt real to me, because I know that I am just a few months out from experiencing the same highs and lows myself. And when I read the synopsis beforehand, I was like, oh, here we go. This is going to be a rough one. But watching it, it's done, the story's told so well and so simply, and ends, it's got a fairy tale ending. They find her in Paris, and she's back on the boat, and it ends when they embrace, and it gives me hope that knowing, even though Cody and I will probably fight while we're married, we love each other, and we're going to come back to that embrace, and we'll stay there. And thank goodness we don't live on a barge. It's not a big apartment, but it's not a barge, so that's nice. But yeah, very, very charming movie, and it was lighthearted. It was nice and lighthearted. It wasn't like slapstick, over-the-top comedy, but when Jean's depressed and Juliette is in Paris on her own, Jules, his character still brings comedy. The scene I'm thinking of is Jules is losing a checkers game, so he flips the board backwards to Jean. And then Jean takes over Jules' side and gets a huge move, and Jules just looks at the cabin boy and says, go on, and the cabin boy throws a cat onto the checkerboard, and he's like, oh, just when I was about to win. Like, that is great. Like, he is at the lowest point, and he may not be his closest friend, or they may not always see eye to eye about things, but Jules is like, I'm going to try and make you laugh. I'm going to try and help you out. And in the end, he does. He goes into Paris, and he finds Juliette, throws her over his shoulder, and just carries her back to the barge, and it's a nice relationship thing. That friendship is there, and that friendship is strong, and their love is there, and it's strong, and even though things may try to pull them apart, they come back together, and that's what this movie is, and it's a wonderful little love story told in just under 90 minutes, which is my favorite movie length. So I really appreciated it. It was a little hidden gem. A little nice one that ran into doing this that I wasn't expecting to enjoy as much as I did. So that's that. Tomorrow I'm looking at an Italian film, L'Avventura. If you can tell, I'm going alphabetically through Roger Ebert's great movies. So L'Atalante to L'Avventura to Friday will be Lawrence of Arabia. So looking at L'Avventura tomorrow. A little bit of a different vibe from today's film. But that's cool. Mix it up a little bit. But until tomorrow, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Daily Neitz so you can get an update whenever any of my videos go online. Leave a comment below. Tell me your love story. If you have one, tell me. I want to hear it. I like hearing things. But until tomorrow.